Hey, aloha, this is Ezria here. I'm here chilling in Canggu with one of my favorite breathwork practitioners, Aneesha. Would you give the crowd, our Facebook family, just a little heads up about yourself, maybe an introduction?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Aneesha. I'm originally from Switzerland and I got into breathwork already like 10 years ago. And I did a lot of different modalities to work with myself and to dive into myself. But the biodynamic breathwork and trauma release system I started to become a practitioner recently is one of the most powerful modalities I've ever experienced myself.
Fantastic. One question that some folks that I know have been wanting to know is, okay, what is breathwork to you?
What is breathwork to me? So it's a very intimate journey with yourself, and it's very much about how much you trust your own breath to take you wherever your breath wants to take you. And it's magical, very powerful, and actually also very healthy because you activate your whole breath organs like the lungs and the diaphragm, and it goes very deep. So, and you also bring the breath down into your belly again, because we are so unconscious about our breathing.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you practice yoga or you're a surfer or a diver, but usually we don't really pay attention to the breathing. And the biodynamic breath work, as more as you do it, as more you bring awareness to your breath, and it brings the breath back into your belly, and that activates also the glands, and yeah, your whole makes you feel good.
Your whole
also.
thing. So there's a lot of benefits to
Yes.
this. I guess some of the benefits that I'm aware of are emotional release, whether it's down with physical trauma or maybe some mental things. I know there's places in the body that we store trauma. It's been mentioned that we store trauma like a tape recorder. Oh, you guys don't know about tapes because you're too young. What would we say? A solid state disk drive. Oh, wait a second. Who uses disk drives anymore?
Yeah, maybe I can actually catch up. I'm 41, even if I look so young. So I have
Look at like a 20-year-old.
a lot of experience when it comes to certain things,
Yes.
or more life experience. Anyway, and I know the tapes because that's how I started.
Thank you. That makes me feel better. Mixtape champion Ez over here. Oh, it's true.
So the question was about, I forgot the question.
Oh, just some of the benefits, the other benefits. I was listing some that.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. So what we will work with when you come to a breath session I guide is called deep connected breathing, and it's breathing through your open mouth, very deep down into your belly, and it's like the breath should feel like a circle. And with this, you activate at a certain point your active nervous system and the automatic nervous system. And there is like, imagine your body. It can also be like the hard disk, because we are into the laptop and IT age now. Hard disk. So your body is like a hard disk, and whatever heavy experience you had in your life, and not talking as necessarily about accidents but just also anger who was still in your body. So everything is imprinted, and the breath helps to release of stored tension also in your system.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are used to releasing tension in some other ways. This is a nice, clean way that you can release that tension in front of everybody.
Yes.
Okay. I got another one for you.
It's very impactful, really.
Yes.
It really is, yeah.
So who's it for? Who's it not for?
I think it's for everyone who is ready to try something new if you've never done it. For everyone who is ready to... Yeah, it's kind of like a journey to explore yourself, because the way of biodynamic breathwork is taught, and trauma release system, actually, it's the whole expression. It's very much about staying connected with yourself and with your body especially. So observe what's going on inside you, the felt sense, they call it. So for everyone who wants experience themselves in a different way than maybe in the yoga or in other things you like. And for people who also are willing to go deep, yeah.
You want to go deep? I'll take you deep. It's a song. All right, I got one. Now, so it is good for everybody, but maybe there's an age range that you want to start with and that maybe you don't want to start with for you parents who are thinking of being extra free-minded, you know, and like myself, right? If I would expose my daughter to so much of these different modalities, but sometimes I have to check in and see what's correct and what's possible. So what's the age, proper age to start with this? Maybe?
So the age, I would say it's not for very young people. That's not what I was advised. So I would say if you are over 20, everything is fine. I would even say if you're over 60, it's still fine. So it's not, I would say, if you are okay, and there's more about health issues so I wouldn't recommend women who are pregnant to join a breath session.
Okay.
I would not recommend people who have epilepsy, are you saying?
Oh, epilepsy, yes.
Epilepsy, or who had any issues with their heart, like heart disease, or on medication when it comes to like heart diseases, and also when there is a history of stroke.
So heart issues a big deal.
Yeah, contraindications.
Okay.
For this kind of breath.
You know, I kind of have a dream that's going to be realized at some point. I want to offer this to folks who have PTSD, not just military PTSD, but PTSD from life in rough, crazy places. Seems like a really great modality for that.
Okay, yeah, and I can confirm this because there are studies. I'm just reading a very great book from Bessel van der Kolk. He's a neuroscientist, like one of the big brains, and he wrote this book, The Body Keeps the Score, and it's all about his history being in this part of like science, physician, work with people, and also exploring. He talks about different, not, you know, like pranayama, yoga. He doesn't talk about breathwork in the book, but it's all these different modalities you can use, and like the medical part is not so open for it because it's more about the talking therapy. And breathwork, there are studies, is highly recommended for people with PTSD. It really helps them very much.
Okay. How long does a session last? What would that take?
Okay, if you come to one of the group sessions we offer, we will activate the body in the morning a bit, so with some dancing, and then the breath journey is guided by me, and also it's always with music, so it's the music supports the breathing in the group journey, and it's going to be for 1 hour and 15 minutes max.
See, it's not forever. It's fantastic, and this is something that we're going to be pairing with some other modalities as well. But it's sounds pretty exciting. So for those of you who want to dance and release, we all dance and release, don't we?
Yeah, through life, right?
Yeah, that's part of its life. It's life. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Biodynamic breathwork. One more. Where will we be offering it? Oh, two. I got two. The second one's not so hard. So, okay, I can answer that one. We're going to be offering the biodynamic breathwork here in Canggu, and then at some point in Sanur, and possibly in Ubud. But for now, it's Canggu. Okay, last question. How do people need to dress for their journey in biodynamic breathwork?
Okay, it's very important that you have a very comfortable clothing, like nothing that is tight on your diaphragm or your belly. So it's very good to just bring loose clothing, like where you feel very comfortable in. And men even can be without shirts. The girls can just be in a bra, whatever is comfortable. And I would recommend you to bring a sarong, just maybe at the part when you lay down. That it's not about getting cold, but maybe about also giving you some comfort, so we can cover you. Mm-hmm. And it's very important to bring your own water bottle.
Fantastic. All right, Aneesha, I just want to thank you for taking this time to go through these questions with me. I hope that was informative to all you guys out there in Facebook, YouTube, world, internet land. We look forward to anyone in the Bali, Canggu area to joining this breathwork journey that we have set up. And we'll see you on the breath side. Aloha.
Hopefully soon.
Shoots.
Bye.
Bye-bye.